I got this little pan, cast iron, uh, for Christmas. And so I decided to go ahead and give it a try today. It's 2 quart, cast iron, uh, coated. It's really nice. I love it. Um, but I'm used to a great big one that would actually fill up this burner. Um, uh, I decided to uh, make some chili for supper. The only thing that I didn't account for was it's a 2 quart pan. This might be a challenge. And I'm trying to downsize on the uh, quantity of food that I'm preparing so we don't have to have, chili for all weekend. I wanted to make a smaller portions, but um, as far as my seasoning went, I did it just like I normally would, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So, yeah, but keeping my fingers crossed. I have a pretty full pot anyway, but I love this little cast iron. It's a little Dutch oven. It does the self braising. That way, if you want to bake a ham in it or a chicken or whatever, anything, um, it'll braise itself. Anyway, here's my chili for tonight. Um, I just got everything in here, browned up the meat, and put some chunks of tomatoes and uh, some peppers and anyway, hopefully I won't have to transfer it over. The beans, which is a bummer. I do the majority of my shopping actually at the Dollar General, and it's really iffy on what they have. Um, I know I could have fixed a pot of beans separate and used in the chili, but I don't have time for that. So I am using what I could find, and which was a can of baked beans. So, you know, um, going to give it a shot and see what happens, and I'm sure it'll be all right. It's early enough to where everything will have time to cook up together. And also down at Dollar General, I could not find um, saltine crackers in the regular cracker aisle, but they did. Luckily, they had the 2 packs down the dollar aisle, and they were up high. So, if y'all are looking for saltine crackers at Dollar General, check their dollar aisle. They may have it there. Anyway, I just wanted to come on and share what we're having for supper and let you look at my little baby Dutch oven, and I love it so far. I just need to learn how to cook smaller, I reckon. But we'll be back later and check how that's coming out, and I'll be back. All right, guys, I went ahead and came back real quick. I made the choice to go ahead and transfer the chili from the little baby pot over to my next size, this little green one. That was a, oops, sorry. That was a 2 quart. I'm thinking this may be a 4. I'm not entirely sure. I looked on the bottom, but it is an older um, pot, so I'm not quite sure on the size, but I would say at least probably a 3.5, 4 quart anyhow. But now the chili has a little bit of room to cook. Anyway, this one here is not self-braising, but it is still a enameled cast iron. It's and then this is the one that I normally would cook in. I do not know what the size of this one is. It is a Martha Stewart. This is not the original, and neither is this one, obviously. Handle. I'm rough on handles for some reason. I don't know. But I found that one and I thought it was cute. So my honey put it on for me. But this one here is a big old sucker. It's self-braising. I mean, it is very large. It's a Martha Stewart. But this is my enameled cast iron that I have acquired. Anyway, I love them. Anyway, I just wanted to pop back on and say I did choose to go ahead and transfer from the 2 quart over to this one here to give it room to breathe, I guess you could say, not boil over. Then I would have me a big old mess. But I wanted to show you my my pots anyway. Aren't they pretty? Anyway, all right, we're going to let the chili cook, and we will come back and check on it whenever it starts simmering, you know, bubble. You know, once it starts cooking, we will come back and check on it, and it's starting. It looks really red. I'm thinking I'm going to have to add more something to it. But there it is. We're going to put the lid back on, let the cast iron work its magic, and we will be back in just a few minutes. All right. Oops. I thought I hit the button. I'm so sorry. Maybe. Calm down. Turn the heat down a little bit and cover her back up. Continue to simmer. Alright guys, I wanted to come back on really quick and give this a taste. When I tried it earlier, it was like super spicy. But my tomatoes hadn't really cooked down a whole lot yet, so there's still hope, maybe. But I know I added too much spice already. But just warm the bones, right? Being a nasty, rainy, cold day. Anyway, let me give it a try. Remembering I could not find any chili beans, so I used a can of baked beans. I know that was lazy. I could have made a small pot of pinto beans, but that would just take too much time. So a can of baked beans is what I went for. And I hope I'm sure it'll be fine. Beans are beans, I guess. It just depends on, how they were seasoned. But let me give this a try. It's a little sweet. Definitely gets you at the back of the throat. I think it needs a little bit of salt, so I'm going to go ahead and just... There we go. And give it one more stir. And then cover her up, and I think it'll be good to go. Let them tomatoes have time to cook up in there a little bit longer, and I'll shut her down, cover her up, and let it hang out in the pot until supper time. Alright, I'll be back whenever she gets done. Alright guys, you know what? I am going to call it on the chili. I'm going to say it's good to go. Everybody knows what chili looks like, right? So this is what's for supper tonight, guys. Pot of chili. Improvising with what I could find at the store, which was not a whole lot. They did, by chance, they did have a truck that was there, and not quite sure what's going to be coming off the truck, but they didn't quite have what I was looking for, so I had to improvise and oops, sorry, keep you in frame, that'll be good. I had to improvise, and this is what I come up with. I'm hoping I'm gonna go back down there actually before dinner time actually gets here, and see if I can't find some smoked sausages to have like chili dogs. But if that don't happen, then I was able to find a 2-pack of saltines. They're the Clover Valley. They're not bad. They're crackers. $1. They did not have any saltines on the shelf, like where the actual crackers are. These were down the dollar aisle. And so if you're looking for saltines, look down the dollar aisle at the Dollar General. You might find you some crackers there. Anyway, some things, honestly, I don't know if anybody else has noticed it, but there are some items at the stores nowadays that are hard to come by. And crackers and Q-tips, I've noticed. But crackers is one that I have to kind of search for. But anyway, guys, something to warm your tummies, or warm our tummies. I hope y'all are safe and doing good and staying healthy and keeping warm. Anyway, till next time, you guys, take care, God bless, and Love y'all. Bye.